Well, today you're going to see how to change the cylinder head grease in the GX, cs2, cs3, cs3i models. The model in front of me is the cs3i. Internally, it's the same compressor as the cs2, cs3. You'll see it as soon as we get the cover off. Now this one I've already worked on. I'm actually here at home and decided, hey, I better make a video for you guys. So I've already taken the screws out, and with the cs3, cs3i, it's the same cover. Take your screws out, bunch run up sides, top, and the other side. Now once you get the cover off, you guys with the CS2s are going to notice this is identical to the CS2 cylinder head, and this is your cylinder head. The 4 bolts are here. All you're going to need to do then is just unscrew these 4 bolts. Now my friend Dave and I, we own a small shop we had bought. It's an old church, it's about 100 years old. Actually turned 100 years old this year. And we've been slowly renovating that, so we do a lot of compressor parts, sales of complete rebuilt compressors, and all that money is going to the renovation of the church. So it's kind of a neat little hobby of ours, and yeah, it'll be cool when it's done, I think, personally. But our main goal right now is to keep you guys supplied with parts, information, whatever you may need to keep your compressors going, and do it reasonable without having to have a lot of overhead. So what you're going to need to buy to do this is a food grade grease. Some people use a synthetic, others don't. I personally don't really have one I recommend 100%. I mean, they've all got their advantages and disadvantages. It just depends on what you would really prefer. But the key is it has to be food grade. So now once we get the cylinder head off, just flip it over, set it off to the side. Now when you get it open, you're going to notice that this will probably be dirty in here. I recommend doing this every 10 to 12 hours. It's going to take 5 minutes. This video is probably maybe 5.5 minutes long, and we're yakking while we're doing it. So anyway, once this is out, you're going to take a rag, wipe all the grease out of there. You're just going to take it in, wipe it all out. I've already done this, so I'm not going to waste my grease. And then get some of the new grease that you have. I just have a baggie of it. Get some on your finger, a little glob of it. Go in there, just get the cylinder walls coated with it. You don't need big globs of it or anything like that. Just get it all nice and coated and done. And then after you got that, you're going to notice your cylinder head will probably be pretty dirty too. Just wipe the cylinder head off. You don't add any more grease to that. Now the thing I like about the GX is it runs a rubber O-ring for the cylinder head. I've never had to replace one of these O-rings yet. And it's very nice because now it's not like the Young Hangs and everybody else where you're trying to peel off gaskets and replace gaskets and whatnot. It's just this rubber O-ring. So once you got this cleaned off, set it back on. Now, a lot of these cylinder heads, your bolts have lock washers on them. Make sure when you're putting it back on, you got the lock washer, and sometimes the lock washer does get stuck in the cylinder head. So like these two, the washer's still in there. They just kind of stick a little bit. And then it's popping back in. Now, there's a lot of places to get information on these. We have the GX Owners Group on Facebook. That's an excellent spot to get information. There's everybody on there has got the compressors. There might be a few people looking to buy, but for the most part, people own these compressors. They work on these compressors. They maintain these compressors. It's a great spot to ask questions, get information if you have one or looking at getting one. You could go to the forums. I found forums can be kind of iffy with people either know what they're talking about or they don't know what they're talking about. But the GX Facebook page is pretty much spot on. It's well maintained. I'm one of the admins on there. Another friend of mine runs the other side of it. And the other guy, he actually works with GX too. So you have about as good of access to information that you could possibly want. If Facebook doesn't work for you, you can always reach me, send a message in YouTube here, or even reach us out at our website, bbsgllc.com. And on that page, you'll see kind of what we're trying to do with the church and try to get that going. But you'll also be able to reach me directly. Phone numbers on there, emails on there. So either way, you'll be able to get a hold of somebody, and we'll be able to help you out. So that's all it is to do this. As you probably noticed, you're going to do crisscross patterns with the Allen wrench to tighten these down. Just snug them up. There's no reason to sit here and crank them down. They don't have to be super tight or anything like that. Just snug them up. And that's it for that maintenance. If you do that every 10, 12 hours, hey, great. If you take the cylinder head off and it looks really, really dirty, maybe you need to do it a little more often. Maybe you got a lot of humidity that's causing you to get it more dirty. If you take it off and it's really clean, maybe you're living down in Arizona or somewhere where you don't have a lot of humidity, you don't have a lot of gunk building up in here. But this one simple 5-6 minute job is going to save your compressor a long time. There's people who have been running these things for years. The one I run myself personally a lot, I don't even know how many hours I have on it. I've never had to rebuild it. But I do take the cylinder head off every 10, 12 hours and clean it out and keep running it. So that is one of the best things. But again, if you got any questions, feel free to reach out. More than happy to help you guys out. Give us a holler, shoot an email, phone call, Facebook, whatever you feel comfortable with. But definitely reach out if you need something. I'm at home now monkeying around with this one, but I do want to do some more videos for you guys. One of how to change the piston seal if you ever need to. There's a check valve on the bottom of these, which comes off pretty easy. We need to also get that. I want to show you guys the real basic, simple maintenance so you're not having to spend a bunch of money or getting really frustrated and thinking, oh man, I got a bad compressor because I've had it for so long. But you can maintain these things and keep them running. And again, we do have a lot of parts, whether it's new, used, refurbished, whatever, but we do have the ability to get you a part to get your compressor running and keep it running. So again, that's it. Do that. Your compressor is going to last you for a while, guys. Thank you.